Hello, everybody. Can you see me? Am I here? Am I alive and well? Hello, hello, hello. I now see the lag I have on this, but hello. The first one we're ever jumping right into. Am I even still. Is my mic on? Yeah, my mic's on. All right, we're good. People see me, hear me. Sorry about the delay, everybody. I just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure. Hi, Jay. Everyone's saying hello. My apologies for everything being late today. I totally forgot to post the live stream, first off. Then I was running late, and then right before I was about to jump on, which would have been 7:45, they blocked my Fiona and Cake video. It was doing one of the best video launches of any show I've ever done. It was tracking for like 25,000 views this week, and they manually blocked it. So I was trying to do a re-edit before I started this. So my apologies for being on late, but that is why. It's because I was re-editing Fiona and Cake real quick before it literally got flagged like 7:35. I got an email and it's like Fiona and Cake's been flagged, and I'm like 7:35, perfect timing. My live stream's in 10 minutes. And it was like right at 10,000 views. So I almost feel like it hit like a threshold and just immediately got flagged. But it was a manual, which means somebody physically did it. But hello, everybody. We got the dude JB, my moderator. We got Colvin, clever name I made previously, leading blind Daniel O'Day, Amelia, Ninja Master, pizzaing away. And I don't know who else is up here. I see Patrick. I was almost going to say Vero G's probably up here, but I hit the top and I don't see Vero G, so maybe Vero G's just running late. I also just chugged an energy drink, so I might have the burps or the hiccups or something to that effect. But hello, everybody. The dude says bidet, everybody. So hyped, everybody. Is this just because of life? Oh, I've been hyped all week. But are you hyped all week because of this episode? Or are you just optimistically hyped in general? I feel like you're saying it's because of this episode, but it could just be you're high on life. Now let's get everything going because I literally have nothing set up. Usually I have everything ready to go at 7:45. It is 10 after 8 and I don't have anything set up. This is a shorter one though, just so we know. It's about an hour and a half, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's around an hour and a half. I think the timestamp was like around the 10-minute mark. It's somewhere around here. 11:27. There you go. 11:27. I was going to say, I know it was around like 10 or something minutes. There we go. 11:27 sounds good to me, which would mean we do have about exactly an hour and a half, I think. All right, I'm just going to have to watch some of it. I'm getting greedy. That's right. We're dealing with. I have a question before we start. Which was it? 27. All right, we're right there. 11:27. I just wanted to click a little because I did it really fast. All right. Question. Someone might have answered this already. Someone might have wrote it in the comments, but I didn't see it if you did. I'm assuming none of these are I mean, I guess you can't even really tell me for sure, but here's where my head's at, just so we're all on the same page with where I'm at. I am assuming these are all experimental clones of Hollis that have somehow taken the alpha dogs of the bunch, like the most elite of them, and somehow formed a three-headed, six-armed Hollis. I'm assuming they didn't try to create a giant three-headed, six-armed Hollis. And we did see 3 cracked tanks, so I assume there was one dude in each tank, and then they somehow all fused together through more experiments or something. But I feel like somebody was telling me or making me think in something else that I was like talking about that one of them was actually Hollis. And I'm like, there's no way that's actually, like, I don't know. I could have been misunderstanding it, but my question to you guys, and I guess you can't even really answer it in case it is the case, but I'm under the understanding that none of these are Hollis. Like Hollis isn't one of these dudes in this room, and these are all just clones, right? Experiments. We can't answer. That would be technical. That's what I figured. It's something that like it's one of those things where like, well, tell me if I'm wrong, but don't tell me if I'm right. But then if you don't tell me that I'm right, so it's like I can't win. So yeah, I guess just don't answer it. But somebody, I was talking to somebody about it, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they led me to think that one of these people was actually Hollis. And it doesn't spoil it for me because in all honesty, I feel like I was misunderstanding them. And if anything, it just put another wrench in the mix of 100 options. So that's delicious water. Believe it or not, I do talk to several people about this outside of YouTube. My friend Neil is very into it, has already seen all of campaign 2. My brother Ray watches and gets a little ahead, and then we'll like stop and wait till I catch up, and then I'll get a little ahead and then he'll catch up. But Ray follows along. Neil already seen it, and a couple people at the arcade are very familiar with it and actually fill in the blanks for me on some things. Like I'll be like, what happened? Like not like things like I just asked, but things that have happened in the past. I'll be like, whatever happened with this? I can't remember. And they're like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they remember it all. Like they're very, very good for helping me recap. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. I love it. Run D&D. That would be a great little parody type thing. I like it. Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. I bet they're excited. Everyone's still a bit busy, but got the chat up. No audio, almost done. Oh, I almost lost my voice. Why would I stop at just 2 arms? 6 would be pretty cool. But in honor of a clever name I made previously, none of them are Halas. It was Chris. Oh, I heard that. I can say that Hollis made them on purpose, but not much else. Okay, Hollis isn't one of them now. Okay, that is okay. So it's not. I assumed it wasn't, because in my mind that'd be stupid of Hollis. I mean, unless it was like a Frankenstein's monster type Jekyll and Hyde thing where it wasn't intentional. I'm like, why would he put himself down here and lock himself in the happy fun ball? Granted, the dude probably is on a level of psychoticness unlike most. And he's got to be a little. I mean, if he got trapped in the happy fumble, especially, he probably would be slightly a mess, I guess you'd say. But I'm putting up my like. Everyone like and subscribe. I'm throwing up my extra like. If we hit 50, we'll do 30 minutes. We've only got an hour and a half. Everybody, check your radiators. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm back to strict J only football drinking. I'm only allowed to drink during football. So, I will, however, check my radiator with y'all. So, join me. Set your timers for 11:27. And we'll get this party started. Let me get the clock. I forgot the clock. Let's get the clock over here. And then, yeah, everyone get your radiators checked in a second. Drink if you got them. In my head, I didn't drink all day. And for me to start drinking now when I have to stop at like 8:30, 9 o'clock would be silly. I'd have to just pound beers and it wouldn't be worth it. So for the sake of getting back on my track of dieting, I honestly, at this point, I feel very good about my diet and my weight and everything. But now that I've gotten back down to like my normal weight, now I'm trying to see if I could push through barriers. Like I got back from Dragon Con, I had my fun. Now let's see if I could get like down to like 10 more pounds. But like healthily, like I don't want to look emaciatedly skinny, but I want to do it. I'm just curious to see how far I could take it. So here we go. 11:27. We got. And smoking, honestly, I used to be worried about the munchies and stuff. I honestly, once I got a grasp of it mentally, where I just didn't think, I think I just got put in the mindset of every time I smoked, I could stuff my face because I would just allow myself to. I think once I got in the mindset that I'm not going to eat every time I smoke, that my body adapted, and eventually I just stopped craving things. Whereas before I was just like, I don't care. I'm going to eat everything in my face. And that's why I gained 50 pounds. So I just got to not do that. So here we go. Everyone, get ready to rumble. Throw up your likes. I see we got well over double digits in the chat. We have 1,000 people live with us right now. So that's nice. Here we go. Just don't want to knock it over. All right. Everyone's good? We're good? Other than the Mighty Nein reunion, we can't talk about cons until November 5th. It'll hurt my feelings, LOL. I got you. Make that November 6th. One more day. We have to add one more day. I'd have to just pound beers and it wouldn't be worth it, is the most motivational shit I ever heard. If I wasn't going to go right to sleep after this, that's what I would do. And honestly, it probably would help me sleep also. But I have to get up early. I got work. I got to go to back to lifting and doing fit. I haven't. Today was the first workout I've done since I got back from Dragon Con. And I got back from Dragon Con over a week ago. So that's just, I'm just making excuses. So I got to get back on track. But yes, if I didn't have to get up early, I would have probably pounded beers for an hour just because then I'd feel drunk all night. I honestly don't like to eat when I smoke. It kills the high and makes me feel sleepy. Honestly, once I stopped eating when I smoke, I do feel great. Like I feel much better. And I also, when I wake up, I would be so like groggy, but not groggy. I'd just be like lethargic. I'd get up and I'd be like, oh my God, why do I feel like crap? And I'm like, it's probably because like 5 seconds before I went to sleep, I ate a half a gallon of ice cream and I'm lactose intolerant. So like things like that, it's common sense why I feel like crap. But if I don't eat at all, I wake up and I feel great. I get up, I don't have to like feel like I'm dying every 5 seconds. Radiators and sync up and we're in. Glorious. That made me feel so good about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All right, is everyone good? That was a nice, hearty hit with no. I was gonna say with no choking as I choke. I was just clearing my throat. I wasn't actually choking. A lil what? What's a lil what? A lil what? Lucky chap. Oh, okay, got it. Where is everyone tonight? Chat's real slow given the battle. All right, we're going to get in and then maybe people will start jumping in. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this one doesn't kick in. I mean, you guys are, a lot of you are excited. So I'm assuming something happens in the first half, which is glorious. It's the beat of the Permaheart. I did just see that when I did the live stream like freaking 30 minutes ago because I forgot. I didn't see the episode name until about 30 minutes ago when I posted it. So the beat of the Permaheart is quite interesting a title. I'll tell you what, though, before we do the countdown, here, we're going to, as long as all of you aren't in a crazy rush, I just remembered I wanted to do something real quick. I'm going to hide the screen. I just want to go in and see if my other edit worked. So you guys can't see what I'm doing right now intentionally, just because I got to go into my private edit account thing. I just want to see if I got the edit through, because if I did, then it will go back up and all will be one with the universe. Give me 2 seconds, everybody. Don't mind me. Don't pay attention to the man behind the glass. He isn't doing anything. It is all a trick. It actually did work. So let me just do this real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds because I am a pro at re-editing things. And then I can post it. So while we're doing our 2-hour live stream, I don't have to remember to do this later. And I could go up now because people are probably going to be like, where'd that episode of Fiona and Kate go? I'm not kidding. It's probably top 5 of all the shows I did on the channel in the last 5 years. I don't often have shows hit 10,000 I posted it last night and it hit 10,000 views in a day, which for a reaction show is pretty good for someone like me. So let me just do this, the Jerry re-edit, and then all I gotta do is post this last thing, and you guys are good. We're all good. We're all one with the universe. And then if that one goes back up, what I do is then I dispute and I fight the block on the other video. And then if it goes back up, it goes back up. But in the meantime, you could be locked up in a battle for like a month or longer. And I've learned that you're better off just re-editing the video, throwing it up, and then fighting it later. So this is that. Here we go. All right, I think we're good. Here we go. You're going to see a video posted, and then you all just saw me do it live. All right. That's it. We're in. Let me get it going. We're gonna get a late start, but we're still gonna be done by 10 o'clock unless we're getting time to do more likes. All right, that's out. That's out. We're back to here. All right, and back in business are we? Here we go. So boop. Everyone is still there. I'm gonna stop after that. But yeah, ViewMasters, I've been hyped all week from the Percy Jackson video. Sorry for the essay I sent you afterwards, LOL. I was passionate. No, if you didn't tell me, I missed out on so many trailers. So if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have noticed. I also reacted to Chucky because season 3 comes out next week. And I never even had time to edit it up yet. I had Percy Jackson and Chucky. I did them back to back. And I was like, let me do Percy Jackson first because I could clearly, obviously see you're hyped for it. But honestly, I'm already doing Chucky, and I feel like that's just routine now. Percy Jackson, I gotta say, it does look interesting, and I don't know much about it, so it's like I don't have anything pulling me one way or another. It just looks cool. Just got a notification for it. Countdown, LOL, saw the notification. Yeah, everyone's got a notification now. I had to re-edit Fiona and Cake. I did it before this, so here we go. We're just gonna jump in. We hit the radiators already. Let's not take any longer. We should be done by 10 o'clock, but if we hit 50 likes, you know the deal. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All mashed together in a terrifying beast. And we're getting instant battle map. Instant battle map. I'll put this right there so we can see Sam's glorious helmet. I'll put it right on top of Caduceus's. Right on Caduceus's head. I have many things Caduceus this week. What is Caduceus? I'd never heard that before. And then I'm pretty sure it was today or yesterday. I was watching a show and somebody said something that was either caduceus or sounded like caduceus. That was a word. It was like an adjective. They used it. I could be wrong, but I almost swear they used it as like an adjective and they were like, well, that's very caduceus of him. And I'm like, wait, did they just say caduceus? But it might have been like caduceus. I don't know. I got to also be insane. And often I am. So this is an awesome battle map. I am acknowledging the greatness of this battle map. It is quite glorious. And look, Dwarven Forge battle cam is right under the thing. It's almost like it was made for it. It even has a border. My God, I don't know what the deal is. I've been so thirsty. I'm not kidding. I must have drank like 4 pints of water in the last like hour. I'm dying of thirst. I did drink a bit yesterday. I went with my dad to the local pub. He wanted spaghetti and meatballs. He had spaghetti and meatballs, and I had an entire pitcher and a half of Miller Lite by myself. The lady's like, 2 glasses? I'm like, no, I don't share. And I just downed a pitcher and a half of Miller Lite while my dad ate spaghetti and meatballs. Some might think that looks like a problem. I think the problem was my dad didn't have a glass. Look at this creature. Look at Hollis. Look at this melted abomination that looks like something out of John Carpenter. What do you think? More John Carpenter or Cronenberg? I feel like it's a little more I don't know. I feel like there's a slight difference between the two, even though they're both horrific, monstrous masterpieces. I feel like that's more Cronenbergy. But let's look in the chat, see what people are saying. How is everybody doing? Kitchen Nightmare is coming back, and Scuttlebutt, is that a local spot? Scuttlebutt, is that a local spot? Is featured Scuttlebutt, like Scuttlebutt from Little Mermaid? That's what I'm thinking with Awkwafina, like amazing song that she sings. Kitchen Nightmares, though, I kid you not. I used to watch I used to watch Kitchen Nightmares every week live when it aired. I would like literally sit down, because this is before streaming services. Kitchen Nightmares, streaming services didn't exist, and I can't speak English. But I would literally wait. I think it was on Friday nights, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Friday nights. Kitchen Nightmares. I was big into that. Bar Rescue. Scuttlebutt is a military slang for oh, really? Isn't that also the song that the Scuttlebutt? Wasn't that the song by Awkwafina? Cronenberg for sure. Yeah, I feel like body horror like that is like right up Cronenberg's alley, like the Rick and Morty type things. Look at all the dudes in the cylinders. Glorious. I love it. Very cool. Fury of the Small, 82 points of damage by not. 82 points by not, right off the bat. So if we all do something on par with that, we shouldn't have an issue. I cannot wait to see what this creature does. If Not is going to lay into it like that, this thing must do some crazy shit. I feel like when it's one enemy and we could all gang up, that done right and rolling good, we could take them out pretty quick. I mean, there are other things, but like one big thing, I mean, when there's like one big enemy. Okay, lately I feel if I at Jay, my messages get more overlooked. At Emil, oh, maybe, I don't know. Did you at me? If you're adding me, I might not notice it. I see bright colors. Like when, Leading Blind did that. You finally, how funny is that? I was just going to say, if you highlight it like this person and you are the person that did it, you finally have a second show for me to watch. Your reactions of Mighty Nein don't. Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time. I literally was going to say, yeah, if you highlight it like that, I'll see it. And I didn't see it. And it was you that did it. Amazing. But it made me see it. I saw it this time. Sometimes I literally just get lost in my own thoughts. And then if I'm hitting the radiators, you don't know what to expect. I've been tired all day. I'm quite exhausted. Let's hit the radiators again. Let's make it an event that we're going to do every 5 seconds. Everybody, get your radiators ready. I mean, honestly, with not laying into it, I almost am not threatened by it at all after that. I would have been a little scared if like not couldn't get through to it We hit it and it just like absorbs everything or something crazy. But here we go. Natural 20 by the great. And if you notice what I'm wearing, I wore this. I figured there was going to be a battle. We ended with the abomination. So I assumed there'd be a battle. And I wore this because this is who I think will prevail as the most glorious fighter. The great Beauregard. You guys remember I cut the sleeves off because it was something wrong with the collar. Ninja's there. Colvin, I'm sure, will be here soon. With the Radiators, everybody. In honor of the great Hollis and the Happy Fun Ball. It's just caduceus. I'm going to do it to get away from this big, disgusting man. Come on, it's just caduceus. You don't got to be rude. I'm smoking with y'all tonight. Clever name. Welcome to the Radiators. That is our smokers group name, the Radiators. If you want me to ever see your shirts well, you're going to have to start jacking up your chair. I'm actually, now that I think of it, did I? No, I did actually raise it. I think it's just the way the camera is. Ready? I'll go like this. You can see it beautifully. Beauregard. Adamantine. I think you guys have told me this before, but is adamantine something from D&D or did they create it? Did Matt Mercer create it? The Critical Role group. Ren Fair next week. Yes, I confirmed with my sister. Tickets are bought. Tickets have been purchased. September 30th, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday. So we'll be doing our live stream next week. And then I'll be going right to bed and getting up very early and going to the Ren Fair. Tuxedo, New York, annual Ren Fair. It is a D&D thing. Adamantine. I wasn't sure if they did a spoof on adamantium. Was it before or after Wolverine and adamantium and things like that? I'm just curious if it was a play off of adamantium or vice versa. Or maybe it was just a total coincidence. It has nothing to do with anything. I love that we have Swole Regard and what happened? Matt has, I would assume they're making some wild creations because of the fame of Critical Role at this point. But these are some insane little battle maps. Like even having the custom minis and stuff is awesome. He's already looking hurt. Lovely. That's kind of what I was thinking. If we could all lay into it like Nod is, I could see us taking down a single foe very fast. Oh, God. It's totally a baby laughing hand. If you want to scroll to the very top of the chat room later, you'll see how FOMO I was being. I will check it out. I like the idea of a mini laughing hand. Look at the giant Beauregard. The mini is so crazy. All right. So we are currently being grappled. Natural 20 again. Bo has hit 2 natural 20s. I feel like I am the cause of this natural 20s because I wore this shirt. Even though this has happened many moons ago, I had a cause and effect. D, what is up, day viewers? What is up, D? How are you? I just want to see if I missed anybody else coming in late. You didn't miss much, D. We got in very late. We started at 11 minutes. We've been on for 13 minutes. All right. All right. Nope. My fault. All right. I'm happy we at least got to see. I hate when we don't get to see what they're capable of. I feel like something happened in Calamity where there was this badass fight, or it would have been, and we like won so quickly that we never even got to see what the villain was able to do. Something like that. 6 melee attacks. 6 melee attacks. All right, so what is knots? 16, 17, I went from a 15 to a 27. All right, 2 of our 6 are grappled. Bite attack. Oh god. In my head I'm envisioning a disgusting mouth biting, like, you don't want that. Even though it would also hurt probably like hell, you don't want that. Now we're going to get bit. We're going to get bit. Not's going to get bit. Get my D4s. Abrea and Marisha verse the magistrate. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, and then some people died a lot in just 5 seconds. Calamity was messed up, lol. Abrea and Marisha versus the magistrate. Okay, so maybe I was right. Maybe that was. Yeah, I felt like it was Calamity, where there was like possibilities of epic craziness. I mean, every Calamity was still great. Don't get me wrong. Hits. All right, 2 more attacks. 23. Oh my god, 3 hits. All 3 hits. So not got some solid hits in to begin, but is taking a beating now. How much life does not have? All right. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm not kidding. When he knocked over the tube, I was like, are all of these things going to crash to the ground and start attacking us as well? All right, so Not just took a hell of a beating. and Ford is grappled. Why are there tubes? Why are there things on them? What the fuck? Aren't they with the tubes in the middle? Didn't we establish these are holuses or experimental holuses in these tubes? Unless I'm talking about something else. This is, what is this room called? The experiment chamber or something? So Caduceus just halved the attacks. Yes. All right. So Caduceus just halved the attacks of the giant ogre man. Third level guiding bolt. What does half cover mean? Half damage? 17 misses. All right, so he does. It's probably, I feel like 18 or 19 was what hit. All right. Travis doesn't want to hear anymore. He's heard enough. He's sorry he asked. They're not speaking words, they're just moaning in horror. We summon Willie. I love it. I love it. Half cover means they have a higher AC. Okay, that's what I was. M. Gormley, hello. I don't think I said hello to you today. But yeah, that I kind of thought it was either higher AC or possibly like half life or something. But I thank you. Half cover adds 5 to your armor class. I think you're right. That's a lot. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Look at Caleb with Frumpkin and his servant. His little golem servant that we just created. Okay, so Knot is in a bit of a pickle. Grappled and restrained. Beat to crap right now. Strength of 0. That's some solid strength. Oh my god. I needed a 20. He had strength of 0, even a 1. Half damage when doing strength-based attacks. Yeah. Is that a thing? That stuff, this is like never come up. I don't think it's ever come up yet. Can I do nothing to the point of actually taking defense? Like, we've had people do nothing, like just stand there and do nothing. But we've never had anybody that like needed to actually defend as an action or something. Happy Marriage was great for a season 2, all wrapped up. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. Yes, Ninja is right. It is very beneficial for everybody's health if you hit the like button. It looks like two titans colliding. All right, pop. Oh, I saw another 20. A 1, natural 1. 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3. We went from natural 20s to a 1 and a 3. Look how many rings are on Hollis. Monk Masters. Monk Masters. Oh hell, someone else clarify to him, lol. Green light. Dodge is honestly an overlooked action. It's quite useful. John Forsyth, what is up? Taking the dodge action means the opponent has to roll at disadvantage against you, right? All attacks are at disadvantage. All attacks are at disadvantage. I remember like role-playing games for old school Super Nintendo. There was like you could defend or dodge in some of those games. A lot of times they had run. You could run. I remember just that I think I've told you guys this before. My brother was the type where he would battle everybody because he wanted the experience to level up and get better and better. I just wanted to run to the end as quick as possible. So I would literally run from as many battles as I could. And then at a point you had to level up because you weren't strong enough. And I'd be like just strong enough to get by everything because I would just run through everything. I used that run button a lot. It was about time. I didn't have time for small minions. I wanted to get right to the big bosses. It was good. Is everyone good? For some reason, my thing disconnected and reconnected. My apologies if you guys are messed up. It said on the bottom of my screen, I disconnected and reconnected like almost immediately, so I didn't bother pausing it because nothing messed up on my end. Let me know if you guys are all good. I don't know why the internet like looked like it disconnected and reconnected. My apologies. I don't know what happened. At the 1 hour countdown. You're all good? I think we're solid, Jay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, at the bottom of my screen, it was like, oh, shite. We're going to hit the 1 hour mark, I think, in 5 minutes. It's like right around here somewhere. It ends at 1:44. 1:44 it ends. So at 44 minutes, we're going to hit the radiators as a 1 hour countdown. So everyone get ready. At 44 minutes, we're hitting the radiators. Take your drinks. I have my water. I'm not indulging into delicious beverages tonight. Sunday is my drinking day. And Friday. And Thursday. Today's Friday. Bo gets a reaction. 25. So now he can't move. So everyone unite around gigantic three-headed Hollis and beat him to death. I feel like we are going to take this dude down quite quickly. After, like, from here on, can't move, and we're all pretty close. A fearful rage. Now all this, it just naturally gets advantage on all attacks. So now we get 6 attacks and advantage on all. If it's strength based half. And Matt gives Talzin a dirty look. Matt was like, Talzin, I hate you, you piece of crap. All right. We're hitting a lot. We're getting a lot of hit. All right, we're 24 to hit. My God. 5 out of 6 are hitting, or 4 and a bite. 4 and a bite. Hey, y'all, my internet keeps cutting out pretty big. Storm headed my way. I have super shitty. Maybe, I wonder if that's why is it possible? Do we have a storm coming my way? You're a lot further away than me. My dad was talking about storms today. Maybe we're getting a storm or something. I have the windows shut, so I don't know. I like don't see. It's pitch black and I have the windows shut. I'm going to open the window to see. It is as quiet as a church mouse. All I hear are crickets. I just hear crickets, and it's no wind. I don't even hear wind. But the dude lives 6 hours away from me, maybe more, around 6 hours. I feel like we're very close to radiators. We have 2 minutes. 2-minute countdown for radiators. Everybody get ready. Jay, something about you see any lantern flies? I don't get any around here. I see one every now and then randomly. When I went to Pittsburgh to visit my brother, there were thousands. I'm not even kidding. We would walk a block and I would see hundreds crushed on the ground, flying all over. And he said that Pittsburgh is known to be like one of the worst places for them. I was like shocked. I was like, this is normal? He's like, yeah, we're all just used to it now. They were everywhere, like ridiculous amounts. Like one street block had more than I've seen in my entire life in my own hometown. Like it was insanity in Pittsburgh. And he was like, yeah, it's getting really bad and it's only going to get worse. And I'm like, this is scary. You walk out of your door and there's just a pile. It reminded me of when we had cicadas, but that's not like an often thing. That's like every decade or so we get a bunch of cicadas or something. These lanternflies, they're going to eat us all alive. And we're going to do radiators. So everybody, get your radiators ready. There were a ton in New England, Pennsylvania, just not my town. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I think I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I could remember more than like one time I've seen them within 100 miles of my house. I feel like one time I remember being like, oh, those are what everyone's talking about. And somebody was like, yeah, that's a lanternfly. And I acknowledged it because I'd never seen one. And I don't honestly remember ever seeing one again in my hometown. I walk out of my brother's house and there's 5 million of them attacking us. They weren't attacking us, they were just everywhere. They're just like it was almost like gnats, giant gnats, just like everywhere you go was lantern flies. It was like totally insane. Totally insane. Radiators. Everybody go. Radiators unite. I see Colvin already admired the greatness of the radiators. I like that Laura's like tight. I feel like Laura used old school. What is that? 80s? Tight? Tight. Is that 90s? I feel like that's more 80s. Look at not. Look at him. I love it. Look at him doing an impression of her. Y'all are smoking too much to read and understand straight. That's how we have a good time, though. That's what encourages more greatness and fun. To the point where I literally just thought the clouds that Colvin was smoking were eyes to focus. And I was like, oh shit, I missed. I'm supposed to be focusing. But I'm paying attention because this is actually a pretty cool battle. But I have lost all fear of of losing at this point. When we started this battle, I was very concerned. Once we laid into it and Matt was like, it's kind of already looking bad, I was like, all right, this thing is going to be a pushover. Natural 20 again. Third one. So Bo has now 3 nat 20s in 20 minutes or so. Yeah. My body is a temple. We're stunning him now. I'm curious on the total hit points. What's the laughter going on here? Yeah. That's what she was waiting for. Matt forgot his line. Matt doesn't remember. I feel like this giant 3-headed Hollis probably has around 400 hit points, maybe less. I can't see it having much more than that if it was already looking banged up after like 150. What I know is that they like to land on windshields and go for rides. I'm not understanding is 100% stupidity. And what is that word? Lizdaxia? Is that spelled correctly? I don't know what that is. Lizdakia? I'm probably saying that totally wrong. But it doesn't look familiar to me. I've seen stupidity before. I know that word. Turn into the Swedish chef. Look at Laura and Sam are having like a little sassy fight over there. Oh. Not is a giant green ape. Specifically green. So it looks very much like so we lost Swole Regard. So not, all right, so not as a giant. I was waiting to see, is that the same? I'm forgetting that you guys aren't hearing as loud as I am, and I'm screaming into this thing probably. What is the name? I like zoned out because I'm trying to think of what the name is of the thing what is the name of the other gorilla thing that we used to be able to harness? I feel like that's the same mini, right? That is a badass mini. That thing is crazy, jacked up, beastie. Both hit. $20. 40 damage. It's going to be very close to dead. Oh my god. If you hacked someone's trap off their body, their trapezoid, if you hacked it off their body, they probably wouldn't be able to physically lift their arms. Even if you were in a state of rage, I feel like you would just lose the mechanics to be able to lift your arm in general. It wouldn't even be a matter of strength at that point. This thing, I want to see it. Yes, that is it. The Bulgara. I was like, someone will eventually. The Bulgara, however you spell it. I knew right away what you meant. That's why we call this fantasy. It is probably has more. Yeah, Amelia, you are 100% right. It probably has three. And you're correct. You are correct. And it does have six arms. And it is fantasy on top of it. I was just being silly. But you are correct. And I honestly was trying to make sense of it, but actually that would make sense. Amelia, you are the winner of the next radiator hit that we're going to take in 5 seconds. No, we're not. Pretty sure it has six. Yes, I guess it would have six. In my head, I was thinking of heads, but yes, each arm would have a trap, or each side. I'm wondering if this is it. Because I feel like any minute we're going to take this down with the way Matt is saying we're ripping into it. What if this isn't even like Bo was joking around that it's like a baby laughing hand? What if this is only the beginning? Or this isn't even like we still haven't even gotten to the Permaheart room. We're at and we're the beat of the perma. What was the rooms? There was like the experiment place. Then there was there was something before the heart room, right? Wasn't there like the room before the heart or something? Now Caduce is getting laid into. What is Caduceus at? I wish we had the meters because I feel like Caduceus. This thing hits a lot. This hits more than any foe I think we've ever encountered, unless it's just rolling phenomenally good. I feel like we're not only getting many attacks, but they're all hitting. This could potentially take out Caduceus. No? Where's he at? He's still up. He's still up. I was expecting anything over 20 to possibly take him out. Caduceus says, ow. All right. Caduceus is solid enough that he's able to do things. He could walk, he could talk. He's alive and well. Caduceus got slightly frazzled. Boop, boop, boop. I just wanted to say, I never did my other account because I forgot that I posted it late. So that was my second account. Like, if anyone has not liked or subscribed, now is your chance. We've got 50 minutes left. 50 minutes. We're going to do a radiator hit in 5. We'll do it at the 1 hour. At the 1 hour mark of the clock. Radiator check. How do you want to do this? It is done by Jester. Caduceus said, why don't you go first? He bowed and said, please take the lead. All right, Jester got to do it. Beautiful. That is how you die, sir. Well, that radiator check heard it. All right, we're going to do it. Should we do it now? Does that mean Ninja's doing it now, or should we wait 5 minutes? Should we do it at the hour check? The 100, or should we do it now? Oh, everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. It's a thing. I don't even know what's going on anymore. We're hitting them. Everyone, radiator check. Get your drinks. We have it killed. Yo, I guess we should. I guess we should check the radiators in honor of taking out the triple beasted headed, 6-armed Hollis monster. Radiators. Everybody, do whatever you would like that is like a radiator that you love. What? What? I burned my finger because I was literally like, am I hearing that right? Wait. So now, do we know, is it 100% regained? What are the specifications of this rising? I literally I was like, oh, why aren't we celebrating? We should be celebrating that we took out this man. Caduceus is down. Talzin is not happy. Talzin is, oh my God. Cause Matt this is one of those, I am so pleased because many times Matt gives us a break. Many times Matt gives us a break and he's like, come on, you got to decide quickly. This is one of those instances where Matt is like, you have beaten my monster too badly and I'm not giving you any breaks. You knew it was time of the essence and now you're all going to die. That's what Matt thought. And I think he should. Every now and then, he was thinking, my beast is going down too quick and now I could ravage you all. I mean, it's only fair. I want to see hell on earth. But now Caduceus got taken out by default. Caduceus just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I love how he's grappling everybody. Look at all the heads. Look at this angle. Look at this angle of Hollis. His head right now. All right, so you could take him down pretty quick again. All right. So we took him down again. So we got to be quick. And Jester did it twice. That's hilarious. Chop it up, chop it up. Avoid Caduceus. Travis just starts hacking it up. She says avoid Caduceus. We're all just beating and hacking, punching chunks. This is so bizarre. We're all just around it, beating it to a pulp and cutting it to ribbons. Cut his heart out. We're all. This is like a horrific scene if we were to actually see this in an animated show or something. I want to see this more than anything. Us all bludgeoning a monstrous body to death. Burn it. Why doesn't he burn it with fire? It's up again. Even though we're killing it. Even though we're killing it. This is hilarious. We're beating it. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Everyone is circled around it, beating it to death, and it's just getting up and coming at us. Roll a D. So did Jester get off the cure wounds? Caduceus is up. It's going after Willie. All attacks on Willie. Oh no, not Willie. Travis doesn't give a shit. Is Willie gonna get destroyed already? $18 just hits. I want to know how much Willie has. Willie might not survive. Oh my god, it's going. Oh, no. Yeah, no. I was like, what? 30, 42. 42 on Willie so far, and Willie's still up. This could take Willie out. What takes Willie out? I feel like 50 or 60 is Willie's cap. So anything over 18 is going to be bad. And why is Matt rolling so many dice? All right. Willie has over 50 hit points because that would have been 55. I feel like that added up to 55. So Willie's probably got about 60 hit points. I like it. Willie's more powerful than I imagined. I mean, he is a golem. I would imagine he's quite sturdy. But I wasn't sure. Ape Knot is terrifying. It's the climax of it. Yes, we're just going to keep beating it down. Curb stomping your phase 2. I mean, I've rolled a fatty, so I'll be hitting the radiator for the next 20 minutes or so. Colvin, how do you want to do this again? Jester, again. Jester has gotten 3. How do you want to do this? That's got to be a record. That's got to be a record to have 3 consecutive. How do you want to do this in like under 5 minutes? That's got to be like maybe 5-10 minutes tops. 3. How do you want to do this? I mean, I know it is technically it is the same thing over and over and over, but it's still the luck of the draw, and Jester's got them all. I did see that Laura was in the picture with Marisha. I, of course, like Bo the best, so I chose this over Jester. No offense, Jester. But it looks like Jester's doing some craziness too. Everyone's going crazy. All right, here we go. Everyone is uniting, so I must. Here we are. Ah, fire and acid. Yeah, we had the everybody, radiators, drinks, cheers, shots. The Glove of Blasting. Such a simple and awesome name. I would want the glove of blasting if I was in this game. We are at the hour mark, LOL. We were at the well, yes. We are there. Did I miss it? I think whatever. We're just going to keep doing it. I feel like we did one at the hour mark, and we did one 5 minutes before that, and 5 minutes before that, and 5 minutes. No, I'm just joking. We'll hit all the radiators. We will find every radiator in this town, and we will hit it. We will do it. That is our goal. Because apparently, they're going to keep fighting this guy over and over again for the next 15 hours. I dig that. I mean, that is a great advantage. How I was saying this isn't scaring me. That's pretty useful. If you can keep rising from the dead and then laying into people with 6 moves. I was like, what is Matt doing? In a sandbox. Yeah, it's like a hammer into a sandbox. That to begin with is odd. I think that was what Sam was trying to say. How many times could this thing rise? I'm guessing it's just until you figure out. I mean, that's pretty awesome. It's like the T2000. It'll just keep regenerating until you figure out how to. Oh, there we go. All right. Finally dead. I was going to say, does that actually like just put an end to it? And it's finally dead. So we're good. Thank you. Off the board. I should have known better. We've gone through this before. And I feel like it was Travis or somebody was like, I knew we weren't done because Matt is usually pretty quick to take the battle map away and the characters. I think it was Travis once said, I knew we weren't done because Matt never took anything away. So I was like ready for something to happen. It could have been something else. It could have been a one shot. Maybe you guys remember, but there was some specific event where somebody pointed that out and I should have known because Matt left him on the playing field. We got us 4 hearts. Slurtly. So even though we have 3 dudes, we got 4 hearts. That's interesting because everything was in sets of as if there were three full people. So you would have to assume that people like Yusa were not going to have gotten this far in the Happy Fun Ball. How would you have gotten past this dude? How would you have gotten? I mean, there's a lot of things you wouldn't be able to have gotten past that we've gotten past, I would assume. So, my only point is I don't think Yusa is this way. And Alora keeps asking us where Yusa is, or if we've seen Yusa. The fourth one, absorbed. I was thinking somehow they took it out of another body and put it in themselves or something. Like basically, like I don't know, a sort of absorption. Who knows in this crazy world? He made a home here. Oh, not breaks all the canisters. It must smell horrible in there. Delicious. Just smashing up. Uh, they all look laughing handish. That's what I mean. Marisha said that, and I would have never went there, but now it's in like the back of my head, and I don't know. I don't think they have to do with one another, but it does kind of. I mean, it makes sense. So is this all laughing ham aborted meat? Like the laughing hand. I mean, I guess that would make sense. See, here's where my mind's going now. If this is the case, and this is somehow connected to the laughing hand. I mean, we know it is through the Permaheart and everything, but I wouldn't think it'd be connected in this way. But if it was, then who's the laughing hand? I mean, we know what the laughing hand is, but I don't know. My head's I have all these weird theories based on something I don't even know if it's real or not. So before I drive myself completely insane, I'm just gonna stop there. Magic items like that are super useful, granting anyone the use of Scorching Ray. What specifically for bananas? Because he's a big ass gorilla. Is he really? So Right now, Not is searching everywhere for bananas. Yeah. Andy Serkis, Planet of the Apes. Well, he was Gollum. Obviously, he was Gollum. But he was an ape. 50 Shades of Hollis. I'm like, that whole room was so bizarre that I forget we're like still in the Happy Fun Ball. Like the fact that we're so close to the Permaheart, I am like forgetting that we're actually still part of this giant maze of Happy Fun Ball. And Alora is probably out there wondering if we're alive or dead. I adore Sam. Sam is quite lovely. He is he is probably my favorite real person of the cast. He's probably they're all great, but I think of the cast, he's probably my favorite real person just cuz I love people that don't care and have gigantic wacky personalities like that. I'm very much like that when I go out. I'm not obnoxious, even though I just skipped my word. I'm not obnoxious with my comedic insanity. I don't feel like I am. But I don't care what other people think if they're being douchebags and stuff. I will speak my mind and I will have a good time. I feel like Sam is that kind of guy where he will go out of his way to throw a party and have a good time and be the joke just for the sake of laughter. That was the last of my water. So hopefully I don't die of a dry throat. You almost convinced me about my laughing hand theory, or about me being like Sam Riegel, or thinking Sam Riegel's amazing. I'm assuming you meant the theory of greatness that I just spewed. We're down to, I feel like, 25 minutes. Yeah, I was going to say the haversack has a lot of stuff in it. This is a fully loaded haversack. You oh I was gonna say I know it's probably something insulting, but I was like I don't want to start ranting over possible insults. So I'm gonna say things it could potentially be, and then I was like it's probably something along those lines though. Detect magic for pinging. We must check pinging. I just remembered. What did I see? Oh, I thought I saw something else. I just remembered that I have to watch the arcade tomorrow. So I have to get, at some point, I've got to run there after my job. I forgot it's Saturday. That's the Dreadnought. How do you know? I read a lot. Well, we can't argue with that. Not now. Should we go here? Not now. Tells it looks like he's literally about to kill himself. He's like passing out on his friggin'. Look at his face. He looks like he is just. I don't know if he's actually tired or if he's pretending he's Caduceus very tired. But look at Travis. Travis is throwing her a rope. She's tying the fake rope around her waist. Jester is using the facilities. Yes, might as well, because nothing is here to hurt us. At least that I could tell. Unless all these bodies we just knocked out of all these giant cylinders start attacking us. Natural 20 for Bo. That's the fourth or fifth by just Bo alone. So that's, I don't know if it's coincidence, but I'm guessing that's why Bo and Jess are on the thumbnail. Because Bo is record breaking natural 20s. And Jester had 3. How do you want to do this in a row? Not in this chamber. Not up in here. One of them is finally locked. It's locked and there's no keyhole. What the hell is that? That's some handy shit. You just had to knock. What is that called? He just walks up, puts his hand on, and gives it a hearty magical knock. He did it so like nonchalantly too. They're like, "What's this all about?" Just walks up, boom. No. We're all making a decision, and Jester dives in. We count to 5. He's studying the face of Hollis, so now he could impersonate Hollis with the greatest of ease. They're puking all over. Everyone's going to get nauseous. It's called knock. Very convenient. Very convenient. I don't know if we've ever seen that. I don't recall ever seeing that before. When do they get to goat space? Astral sheep? What is that? A zone of magical darkness. Delicious. My God. I was stuck chatting with Amazon for a bit. When do they get... Oh, I already read that. We're down... I think we're like almost down to 15 minutes. We're like getting close. A batarang. It's like a batarang. Do we have a map? He looked like he looked at something. Oh, he turned on different music. I was like, oh, he looked at a battle map or something. Caleb walks up and starts eating the desk. All right. So Caleb is now eating all the wooden desks in the room. All right. Just the one desk has to be eaten. After their trip to... Did that say... What did that say? Is that supposed to be Taco Bell? I can't read it. My eyes... There is the battle map. R.I.P. Jerry. Are we talking about... Maybe I think I know what we're talking about. But I'm afraid if it's what we're talking about, I'm going to spoil something. All right. While Matt sets up the next battle map, we're going to hit the radiators one more time. Because I feel like we're very close. That is a way smaller room than I thought it would be. Now I'm very frightened because these are some closed quarters. So radiators. Radiators, everybody. Whoever wants them. Well, that one's getting low. I have to repack it, so I'll just consider that good enough for now. I see you all uniting. Is the RIP what's RIP Jerry? Who is Jerry? Because Jerry was just the episode I watched of Fiona and Cake yesterday. It's literally called Jerry, and there's a person named Jerry in it. But I was like, is that because of that? It can't be because of that. I happen to be taking out the trash, so perfect. Beautiful, marvelous. I feel like we're in, like, if those of you who've been to Disney World, I feel like this is what you hear when you go into like the tiki room or like the Polynesian. Uh, there's like a restaurant and the hotel and stuff. I feel like this is like those like beating drums you hear and stuff. Like it's even with the silhouette and stuff. I feel like it's gonna start raining and the birds are gonna come out and sing. Your mind cannot grasp the intricacies. Oh, what? This is crazy. This Hollis lived some crazy friggin' life. He had to fight off the tendrils till he found a way to conceal it. He got his cootie. So he was. I was wondering what his agenda was for the cloning. Just another place I can't afford to enter. I wouldn't know. I just found out Disney World is a minimum of 100 entrance fee now. I do know that when I did go, it was the first time. Well, no, I've paid before, but it was the first time I ever had to take a group of people. And I've gone myself once or twice and paid as I went back in high school, but it was expensive. He has maybe. I don't know. I never could tell if Liam's in character or not. I'm pretty sure always in character. But sometimes I can't tell if he's thinking or if he's playing the part of Caleb, because Caleb would probably act like that. Ah, the astral sea. Just in case I don't trust shit. You've ruined the rug, Ford. Good job. I mean, yeah, maybe we might have to check out the Dreadnought. I was thinking, in my head, I was honestly thinking, I'm not, I don't want to have to choose. So now we could go both ways. Now we could see what's up. Unless there's another door in here, and now we could go even more places. So far, we've hit a lot of dead end rooms, though. I feel like this room would have an alternate way. Ooh, lazy. It's not. It's still a giant gorilla. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, not isn't still. There's no way not is still a gorilla. Amelia, have a good night. I think we're cutting out in like 5 or 10 minutes anyway. It's very close to the end. But have a good night, Amelia. It is great to have you always here in the chat. Daniel O'Day with his giant banana. No pun intended. Scratch and sniff banana markers. Oh my god. My god. All right, here we go. Yeah, wait. Well, it's King Kong. See, I think they're intertwining. Lions are the king of the jungle, but King Kong is the king of everything ever in the world. I'm a King Kong over Godzilla guy. I don't hate Godzilla. Godzilla's great, but I'm definitely a King Kong fan over. If I had no choice, I watch all the Godzilla movies too. It's kind of like Freddy vs. Jason. I love them both, but if I had to pick one, I think I go Freddy. But there, it's a little closer with Freddy Jason. Natural 20. Natural 20. If any of y'all have a loved one in the hospital, that orange sunflower is dementia and not end of life, right? What are we looking at? That orange sunflower is dementia. Is there an orange sunflower? Or are we talking about something else? I don't know. I know what you're asking, but I don't know the answer to it. But I'm wondering where that you're seeing that. Is it behind me? And Leading Blind said it's for the hospice movement. We got a staircase. I think that's where Matt's gonna end it. That sounds like a glorious. Or maybe we're gonna go through. Maybe we're gonna go through. There you go. Yeah, is that how it works? Can you, yeah, could you extract aspects from a jar? All right. So we're going to test theories on the pieces. I like it. That's what I was thinking, what Matt just said. You need an entity to make a connection with to kind of like work what you can't just like I can't just grab a piece of steak and go, got it. I felt like that just didn't make sense. My mom had an orange sunflower outside her door. Wasn't hospice. She was out of it. I've seen samples in a jar. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen it. I probably have, but I didn't notice it or something. I'm not exactly sure. Bo, then Ford. I'm wondering if we're going to see where we're at or if we're going to end it after this. Matt might go, and we'll end it there. Because we are coming back from a break for them. And then I'm going to do Patreon, YouTube, obviously. But he might not bring out the battle map till after the break, if there is one. I feel like there's something. Something interesting is coming up very soon. Both the diamonds be with you. That sounds like a saying to somebody. Like your daughter gets married and you say, both the diamonds be with you. He's definitely finishing this up. I love it. We hear the heartbeat over and over. He should start getting louder and louder. Delicious. Oh shit. Yeah. I would imagine it's going to attack us, right? This shit, I feel like this shit's going to attack us. Oh shit. I just want to see something. 2 Uverdeen. Should we I'm gonna go ahead. I want to see the battle map. I can't contain myself, so I want to see the battle map. Is that cool with you all? We'll go into the battle map, and then we'll just stop it there, and then I'll know where the marker is because I just looked, and it's over 2 hours. The back half is over 2 hours. So, being as it's right, I think I just saw 2 hours. It comes back on like 2:15. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. The back half. So Matt's gonna say, "Bye, guys. Take care, Matt." All right. I just want to see what the thing looks like. He's doing a recap. All right, here he goes. Did you guys hear that outside? The thing was so loud I couldn't hear. A tree just fell outside. I just heard it go like snap, and it sounded like it just fell and hit something. But I had the thing so loud I could barely hear it, and then I just heard the aftermath. Hey Jay, did you get to talk to Dogmite? I wrote him a thing, and they were like, yeah, they basically were saying if you want, we could still attempt to finish it or something like that. I'm gonna have to work out some kind of thing with them, but they are in communication with me, so it's not like they tried to pull shenanigans or something like that. But I just heard a tree fly outside. But smoking. All right, everybody, radiators. While we listen to Sam talk about dwarvenforge.com and we see the battle map. Oh, there is literally a heart in a canister with ropes and veininess all over. We are in the room of the Permaheart. Yeah, so we're going to continue this in the Patreon hour, obviously, and the YouTube video. They're both going to be over an hour. We have 2 hours and 10 minutes. So usually when that happens, I split it. So we're going to get 2 hours and 10 minutes. Radiators, and then we'll say goodnight. But that's pretty awesome. They're rolling initiative, everyone. And we're going to stop it there because I just wanted to see the battle map. Use my boots. All right, so we're going to start at 217. That's where I'm going to end it, 217. And then we go to 426. So it's 2 hours and 9 minutes of content left. I was supposed to be clearing up one of my foster brothers. We'll be visiting for a bit, but had to deal with Amazon. I saw you saying it before. What, did something go wrong with something on Amazon? You all have a fantastic week. Looking forward to seeing you all next week. And in the comments, Ninja, are you still at work, Ninja? Ophelia shouldn't be in New Jersey for a while. Ophelia. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to see if there's anything I missed at the end. If there's anything else, write it at the end. I'm going to shout everybody out. It's almost 10 o'clock. I got a long day tomorrow, and I'm going to have to do 2 hours of this on top of it when I get home, which I love. But it's just more, it's just time. There's just time. I don't have enough time. D, take care. The Dude JB and Michael, my moderators. And I'm back. The Dude, as I'm saying goodnight, the Dude is back. At least you're back to have a nice good night. We watched the beginning to see the battle map. So we watched the first minute of the after the break. We didn't really watch Matt say anything. We just kind of looked at the battle map. Leading Blind, Daniel O'Day, Ninja Master. I already said Michael and the Dude JB. Colvin. We had Patrick in here. I saw M. Gormley. I saw Amelia. I saw... Did I just say Patrick? I didn't see Vero G today. So Vero, if you're watching at a later time, we miss you and love you and hope you return. I think Vero G's been here every week. Almost 9 out of 10. John Forsyth, I see you in here. I think I got mostly everybody that we were talking with in the chat. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. I'm going back down to the bottom to make sure I got you all. I think I said Daniel O'Day, right? Daniel O'Day, D. Like and subscribe if you haven't. And is it Friday yet?